This is Frank Fortunato with CATEX TV in Princeton. Today is October 27, 2011, Thursday. Every protest needs a human symbol. In Tunisia earlier this year was a food cart driver who set himself on fire and quickly became the centrist of all of the outpouring of protest. In the United States, 2 nights ago, a two-time Iraqi war veteran from the United States, Scott Olson, was wounded by a tear gas canister. He's in serious condition. The protests are continuing. This is part of the Occupy Wall Street group. Well, there was a debt deal of some sorts in the works. The stock markets on both continents, North America and Europe, are way up. The American stock market's up about 250 points right now. A deal was reached in Europe on a 50% write-off for private bondholders of Greek debt. The announcement came before the stock market opened this morning in Europe. Private bondholders of Greek sovereign debt will have to accept a 50% loss in their investment, while banks are going to be recapitalized, and the size of the currency bloc's rescue fund is going to be leveraged up to about $1.4 trillion. This means that confidence has returned, at least in the short term. Meanwhile, in the United States, the American economy grew at 2.5% during the last quarter, which was a little higher than people had expected. American jobless claims dropped by some 2,000. And Exxon-mobil saw a 40% increase in their profits over the last quarter. Some things never change. Out by Reno, Nevada, about 40 miles away from Sacramento, California, there was a 4.8 earthquake last night. It had been at about 11:37 p.m. Pacific time. Well, this time it looks as if Bangkok is going to flood. Floodwaters are seeping into downtown Bangkok right now. This is a city of 9 million people. The floods have already caused billions of dollars in damage and killed about 400 people. The government has shut down. They've ordered a 5-day holiday throughout Bangkok, allowing residents time to leave. A huge runoff from the north, equivalent to, listen to this, 480,000 Olympic swimming pools, is expected to reach the city at the same time as seasonal high tides this weekend. Satellite maps show Bangkok almost entirely surrounded by water. Now, Yingluck Shinawatra, the Thai Prime Minister, said the amount of water coming is gigantic. Some water must spread into Bangkok areas, but we will try to make it pass through as quickly as possible. Good luck with that. Japan's casualty insurers are going to be on the hook for this. $2.5 billion faced with claims of that much and net payouts. This is according to Deutsche Bank. Japan's P&C insurers have underwritten as much as 70% of 7 flooded industrial estates in Thailand. Some 10,000 factories have been inundated. They've been disrupting the supply chains of Apple Computer and Toyota. Bill Berkley says that excess capital driving down insurance prices is ridiculous. He's insisted that signs of a market turn are evident. He reported a $77 million net profit for the third quarter, which has contributed to about $277 million in profits this year. He's more bullish than some of his peers about future prospects, saying the visibility of a cycle change is even more evident. With prices for the quarter up 3% over last year, we believe that price increases and premium volume growth will continue. There was a big rain event in Dublin on Monday and Tuesday. Flood alerts were issued for Dublin, Northern Ireland, and also in England, in Cornwall and Devon. Dublin was very hard hit. Hundreds of residential properties were flooded. There was large-scale transportation disruption because of overflowing rivers and canals. And also surface water backed up drainage systems and shut down the transit system. Power outages and rail disruptions occurred throughout Ireland. The Irish Federation of Insurance chief executive said that the cost of flooding is likely to be considerable. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.